Hello dudes! Yes! I've got some pokes from people that really just are starting with Starcraft, and I thought I'd make some basic strategies just to start with. I'll start with Terran, also do one with Protoss and one with Zerg, though I'm not all that good with Zerg, but hey, well, I can do something. Now, what this build is called, it's called a MMM build, or Marine Marauder Medevac. This is just one of the most simple Terran builds. You just make some healing flying units. You have the Marines to counter air and Marauders primarily to counter ground. You can also, of course, counter ground with Marines, though Marauders are usually more effective. We are playing against random, so best start is to start with a Terran block off. Now what this is you put a supply depot here. These things can go up and down, so you can lower them, so you can walk over them with your siege tanks and dudes and whatever you want, and you can just lift them up as well, and then nobody can go through them, they'll have to kill it. And we're also going for a barracks. You go there with your dude when your supply depot is finished, so you actually need the same dude, and you build a barracks right over there. Now this building grid that you just see, which is, maybe I can show you, no I can't, well hold on, yeah, this is really handy. It shows you all the squares and makes you easily see how to put things where. So as you can see, this supply depot can go down, you can walk over it, it can come up, you can't walk over it. Very simple, very handy for a block off. This build also requires a lot of Vespene gas, so we're instantly going for one, maybe a second one later on, we'll see about that. And let's finish the block off after we've finished that barracks. With shift left click, you can make your worker assigned to do this thing next, another thing, whatever you want. Now just make about 2 Marines, just for starters, for a little defense. And also just keep making SCVs on a steady pace. Don't forget to build them. You don't need that many. Don't make too many, because you only need 3 SCVs for 1 refinery and 3 SCVs per mineral field. So you don't have to make that many. Now as you can see, this unit would be stuck, right? So we just lower this with hotkey R, then run over it, and then there we go. Now, we're gonna need a factory. There we go. And we're also gonna get the second refinery because we will need it. This build really requires a lot of Vespene gas. Also make sure you have 3 SCVs in your refinery. We're also going for a second barracks. That can be put over there. And this one is going into a reactor. What a reactor does, it allows you to create 2 units simultaneously. Also use the hotkeys using control and then 1, 2, 3, 4 and whatever button you want to put it on. As you can see, these can all be lowered. Really, it's a great block off. And then this factory, you have to add a tech lab to it for the siege tanks, and also a 3rd barracks coming up. Make sure there are 3 SCVs in this refinery. There we go. Build some more SCVs. And don't forget to build enough supply depots. You may forget, if you really start playing, you may really forget building them. It's not a problem, you'll learn after all. Now, for upgrades, in the tech lab on, let's say your factory for instance, you can do this. Siege tech. Now what this allows to do is, we're gonna upgrade this. What this allows to do is, it allows you to put your tank in a kind of deployment mode. It increases their range and also increases their attack power. Always do this upgrade, especially if you're doing this build. Now we've put a tech lab on this barracks, so we can go for, this one will also get a tech lab, so we can go for Marauders. Marauders can be made in there. Make sure you put the right assignments everywhere. There we go. Let's put this on a hotkey as well. And I've also built an extra supply depot. And also, let's get this into orbital command. What orbital command does, it allows you to scan any place on the map you want to see. That's easy scouting. You can also get in a mule, which mines really fast and mines a lot at the same time. Or you can drop extra supply on top of a supply depot. It's kind of an upgrade for a supply depot, but try and, if you really need it, use it, but try not to use it. Now, have you seen, I've finished the upgrade, so I'm going to put the tank over here and get it in deployment mode, hotkey E. As you can see, this looks a lot better, and you can also see the increased range around here. And we've also got a Marauder. Now, for ground unit upgrades, we're going to research Stimpack and Combat Shield for starters. After that, we will get Concussive Shells. Build lots of dudes. And as you can see, I'm going to take a look at his base by using Scan, which is hotkey C. He's just building one gateway, one forge, one pylon, and also a cybernetic score coming up for my very friendly computer. And now we've got some siege tanks, though siege tanks are actually optionally for this build. You don't have to. What you really need for this build is a medevac. Therefore, the MMM build. Marine Marauder medevac. Oh, I'm also needing some supply. Let's build that. So we've got the Marines, which are these. We've got the Marauders, which are these. We've got the siege tank, which we don't really need, but it just helps. As you can see, the siege tank really damages units quickly. And we're building this starport here. And at the starport, you can build medevacs, Vikings, lots of things. But we are going for medevacs. Yes. Let's call in a mule so you can see what that is. Here comes. Make sure to launch it on a mineral line and not next to one. As you can see, this mule mines a lot more. It mines 15 at the same time, I'm not sure. And Marine Shield is finished. Stimpack is nearly finished. So we're also going for Concussive Shells, some more Marauders coming up. And we've got the starport, and we have to get a reactor on it, so we can build two at the same time. Let's get some more Marauders. Just keep creating dudes. Let's lower these so they can get through. Build another supply depot. And we've already got quite a sturdy army here for starters. Let's call in another mule. Mules only last 90 seconds, since they are kind of a test robot. Okay, this is finished, so now we can build medevacs. And you will see what they do. Okay, also keep building dudes. I'm also going to drop a extra supply. As you can see, it's hotkey X, and you can do it on a supply depot, see what happens. And it gets an upgrade, and now it gives me extra supply. It looks like this. It can still be lowered or whatever you want, no problem. Let's get some more supply depots up. Okay, these are medevacs. They can pick up 8 Marines or 4 Marauders or 2 Siege Tanks or 1 Thor. You can choose. And what they do is they heal units. Heal, indeed. And this really helps loads. We've got all the upgrades. Another more medevacs coming in. So let's go for an attack with this build. We also have the Stimpack. What it does is it injures your units, but it increases their attack speed and their damage done. I mean their speed by, well, 50% or something. It's really, it helps loads. But it costs 10 HP for one Stimpack, and I believe 20 or 15 for Marauders. So you have to be careful with it. That's why it's good to combine these with medevacs. So when they stim, they can instantly be healed by the medevacs. And I'm going in. Let's do a stim pack. You see their speed increases and their damage increases loads. Look how fast that all goes down. And well, this is really a very basic Terran build for you new Starcraft players. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's kill his Nexus. Make sure he's not going anywhere. And there we go, a GG. If you are a new player and this video helps you, please be happy and buy Starcraft because it's really a great game. I really love it. And well, have fun.